Hello and welcome back to Shokuho, and indeed, we are a little bit further than we were beforehand. We have captured quite a few of the Date clan, who have just declared war against us, by the way. We've captured a few of their fiefs, and we are now in this situation. As you can see, this is my army composition at the moment. As you see, a lot of things have kind of changed quite dramatically just because of the amount of prisoners that we've been able to gain and indeed convert to our side. Loads and loads and loads of different people. And also, well, a lot of different prisoners. Yes, a lot of vassal prisoners and so on and so forth. This is the final episode of the series, and I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to finish the entire map. Obviously, we're not going to be targeting the Otomo or indeed the Oda clan because they are affiliated with us through marriage. So I'm just going to count that as a, shall we say, pseudo-victory in that case. Anyway, we're going to approach the siege camp here. I'm going to go in for an auto-resolve, just instantaneous auto-resolve here, just to eliminate these guys really, really fast because there is something I really quite badly want to do. There is a siege very close by, and I would like to be able to do that. Let's just take these guys. As you can see, these fellows can immediately be taken into our prisoner's hold here, and we can immediately convert 61 of them. Pretty amazing, right? Yeah, pretty amazing. So hopefully we're going to be able to make something happen with that. And funnily enough, oh yeah, wait a minute, you remember the previous episode, right? Yeah, I think you do. The end of the previous episode, we had a situation at a castle. I'm actually not entirely sure which castle it was now, because it's been quite some time since that happened. But basically, let me see if I can remember where it was. It was nearby to here. I think it was... I can't remember. Ah, it's this castle right here. This castle right here, yes. This castle was literally being besieged. It was being besieged by a pretty large army. You know, they had like, I think it was like 1,200 people or something like that. And I ended the episode thinking, oh, they're going to besiege us in the next one. You know, that's going to be fun. And they did besiege us for a pretty large amount of days. However, they then ran out of food and started starving on the spot. And they literally had about 400 people left. And then they started to run away. And I just went in for the auto-resolve and instantaneously killed them. And it was extremely easy. So I obviously didn't show that because it was just literally like, well, boom, you know, click of the fingers, you're done. And that's it. We lost a grand total of like 10 people doing that auto-resolve as well. So very, very simple, very, very easy. And funnily enough, look at that. They're actually trying again. They're trying to take that castle again. That's very interesting. To be honest, I don't know why they would bother, but yeah, I guess they want to. And we're going to try and see if we can catch up to these guys. They're moving at 4.3. We're moving at 4.2. Unfortunate that they are actually going to... Wow. Okay, so the Date clan are proving themselves to be actually extremely irritating. As you can see, they're being very, very annoying because they're running into the garrisons in random ways here, because obviously I want to take the town, right? You know, taking a town is so much better than not, you know. And oh, look at that, we've got another another baby here apparently. Oh, okay. another one of our spouse you know, giving birth here. That's actually crazy. I am very surprised. I did not even realize that she was pregnant again. I thought that Bruce had basically just been like, oh yes, I'm perfectly fine with the 10 billion grandchildren that we have now. But yes, that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. Ah yes, we also have a pretty significant amount of food supplies here. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of waiting to do. Alright, so we've got a very cool situation here. So the Nanbu clan are basically deciding, oh yes, we give up. You know, we give up. They're holding their hands up and, you know, we're gonna shoot them. But no, actually we're not. Because they're gonna give us back a town and I'm pretty happy with that. So we're gonna say yes to it. And we're gonna be focusing on the Date clan. Of course we are. They are the smaller faction. It makes the most sense in the world for us to focus on the smaller person, at least for now, and then we will be, once again, attempting to destroy the Nanbu clan. Now, I am actually going to be taking quite a few ownerships here. I've actually been doing that for the past couple of castles, just because my vassals are literally just forcing it on me at this point, and I don't really want to give them away anymore. Doesn't really seem to be super necessary any further because my vassals are large enough. They're gaining significant amounts of influence from it. You know, at least some of them are enough to be able to lead armies. That's all I needed them to be, really. You know, some of them need to lead armies, and others need significant amounts of money so that they can actually, you know, recruit as many troops and upgrade as many troops as they can. So generally I wanted a good balance. So I wanted some people that had huge numbers of fiefs, you know, I'm talking about, you know, around 10 or above, and then some that didn't have that many, but just enough. And so, you know, I gave them about 6. And I feel like that is a pretty good balance. Obviously not perfect, but I think a decent balance. Now, I've obviously started taking fiefs myself. I'm not entirely sure if we're actually going to start suffering. Yeah, we are indeed going to start suffering corruption here, as you can tell, which is going to start reducing the amount of influence that we have. Unfortunately, I can't give any of my fiefs away because I am currently in a siege. Alright, so here we go. This is 362 against 760. This is probably one of the largest, well, I mean, we've only had 2 fiefs that have had larger garrisons, in my opinion. And one of those was obviously in Edo. That was very, very clearly massive. And then the other one, where was the other one again? It wasn't Kyoto, right? It was some random fief that I can't remember now. Maybe it was Kyoto? I don't think so. Anyway, point is, this is going to be interesting. Hopefully we will... Oh, my camera going into the sky right there. Okay, yeah. This is going to be very, very interesting because I'm actually going to try... my standard strategy here, the one that I thought was superior, but then later decided, hey, you know what, maybe it's not so good on this particular map. But I am going to try it again this time. Obviously, I can't go in there just yet because we are otherwise just going to get shot. Thankfully, my forces are actually doing pretty nicely in regards to eliminating the enemy from the walls. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to be able to see more of that, at least a little bit more. And there we go. Nice, nice, nice. And maybe we can do... There we go. Okay, cool. And what we're going to do, as I said, is we're just going to go. We're just going to go straight for it. We're not even going to bother killing anyone. We are just going to leave. Hopefully not get shot by anyone. This guy is probably wanting to shoot me. Yes, he will. I'm going to ignore... Wow, he actually went through with shooting me. Okay, that's very nice of him, isn't it? Yeah, that's very, very nice. Okay, so we've got enemies coming here, but I'm going to avoid them completely. I am literally just going to avoid them completely. I'm not even going to bother with attacking them at all. And same thing with these guys up here. And I'm hopeful that... Okay, yeah, they're going to... Yeah, they're going to do that annoying thing, aren't they? Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would leave me alone, but no, of course not. Okay, so no gunners. We should have no gunners to deal with, so hopefully no headshots, no headshots, no headshots. Nope, no headshots from them. That's great. I will kill these guys just because they're right here and they're shooting me and it's kind of annoying. So we will just deal with them. I am kind of badly damaged. Not great. Wow, these guys, what is going on with these guys? They actually dialed in massively. Very surprising, actually, that they did so much damage. The amount of... Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at how much he's able to block us. That is insane. Wow. I'm actually really surprised. Wow. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. But as you can see, they've already literally lost so many people. And look at what's happening here. My forces are so far behind. I should have told them to charge, actually, all things considered. That's what I should have told them to do. A lot longer ago, you know. many, many moons ago, I should have told them to charge. But look at what has happened here. they don't have to deal with the gates. They don't have to deal with the gates. They can literally go straight forward and absolutely murder everything in their path. And you can see exactly what is happening. That is exactly what they're doing. And I am almost 100% certain that we will be fine here. Alright, so we did manage to complete the siege, and yeah, it was actually pretty nice. Not too bad, in my opinion. We did end up getting 110 renown. Yes, 110 renown for this. I'm actually going to decline claiming this for the moment, and what we're going to do is we're going to be donating a pretty significant amount of the castles that my vassals, and indeed myself, have taken. And we'll see if we can actually, you know, try to remove the corruption effect that we currently have. Look at this. Look at this. The amount of people. Wow, this is absolutely insane. Okay, so this. What? This has 99 prosperity. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just gonna do something with this. Thank you very much. There we go. Just gonna give that away. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. So there are obviously some caveats to this. You can't really just, you know, randomly do whatever, but yeah, as you can see, it is absolutely awful. Some of these things are absolutely terrible. You know what I should really do? I should really create a new vassal, you see. I should create a new vassal and give them a bunch of new things, but didn't really want to do that. I wanted to stick with our OGs, you know, all of our guys. And this is going to go to me as well. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to accept it. I'm perfectly happy to accept this. It is indeed a town, and the town has a pretty significant amount of prosperity as far as I'm aware, doesn't it? I can't actually tell. Does it not show me? No, I have to exit the screen. Oh, maybe I don't have to exit the screen, actually. No, it's got 6,500 prosperity. That is bonkers. That is extremely, extremely good. Okay, I like it. And now, let's have a look-see. Okay, we got some tactic... Wow, we got some tactic level ups. Oh, that's very nice. No morale penalty for disorganized state in battle. See, now this is exactly what I was talking about before, where disorganized state actually has an impact on morale, and extremely useful. If you want to, you know, cause that for opponents. If they don't have this, that is. If they don't have this perk, then you're definitely going to be getting some kind of benefit from it, which is great. For me personally, I am actually going to be taking Swift Regroup just because of the minus 15% disorganized state duration. In my opinion, this is just so much better. Even though Improviser is really good if you're planning on fighting with the disorganized state intact. But hopefully we're going to not have that happen that often. Anyway, we have now taken this. Mangoro is over there, as you can see. Oh, no, never mind. He literally just disbanded his army. Oh, no! He's getting murdered! Oh, Mangoro, I am coming. I am coming, sir. I will help you. Oh, he actually doesn't need my help, I don't think. But, yes, if he does, well, I'm here. I am here, and I am helping you, sir. There we go. All right, fantastic. that was close. That was actually quite close. It kind of funny. All right, so we did manage to save his life just about, and they want to make peace with us. Look at that. They want to make peace with us. I'm going to say no. I am definitely going to say no here. And now here's the thing. We need to be a little bit careful. Do we? Yeah, no, I think we are good. I mean, look, come on. We just literally had someone else join us at the same time, which was insane. You saw that amount of damage being done here. Crazy. Okay, so yeah, we are basically just going to be doing this. Just going to be taking all of them prisoner. I mean, of course we are. We want to try to make sure as much as possible that we are having an exceptional time here. Just making sure that these guys stay alive as much as we possibly can. Now, of course, we're going to be converting a bunch of people at the same time. Yes, okay, yeah, no, I did the wrong thing right there. Yes, we converted too many. We converted too many of those wonderful fellows. So yes, we're just going to get a handful of them. There we are. Very nice. And there it is. Okay, so we saved Mangoro. Now let's actually have a look here. 740, 773. Okay, we'll go for the 700. Mangoro is once again forming an army. As you can see, he's just on the warpath 100% of the time, which is perfect. That is exactly what we need him to do. In this situation right now, where we're kind of up against the timer, we really do need to be very aggressive. And that's exactly what we want him to do. We really need to make sure that we are being as aggressive as possible. And indeed, the Date clan only have... I don't even know how many castles remaining, but I believe they only have a small amount. Let's see. 4. Yes, they only have 4, and they have 1 town. So we hopefully will be able to take them down. Now, bear in mind, look at what we have here. These are the factions that are still included in the game. These are the factions. Only Nanbu, Oda, and Otomo, as well as the Date clan, of course. And we are going to be eliminating the Date and the Nanbu and leaving the others. And that's it. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. This is one of my favorite layouts for the siege here. And indeed, after this, I'm going to take the other 2 castles and then we'll head on to the last town that the Date clan have. And we'll do that one on screen. You know what? Actually, maybe I'm going to take the town first. Maybe it's a good idea to take the town first. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with a bunch of vassals in the town itself. And that's going to be a nightmare. Ooh, yeah, okay, yeah, that might be the play, actually. Okay, there we go. Nice hits with our little gun. And anyone else want to say hello? Where's our battering ram? Our battering ram's taking an age. There we go. Hello there. Goodbye, sir. And I'm just going to make sure that no one pops their head out here. I am getting shot by someone. I'm not entirely sure how. Oh, through here. Hello there. Okay. Ah, yes. I love that. Yes, I love getting random oh, I love getting random shots like this. Ah, yes. Lovely. Perfect. They are so nice. They're so nice to do that. There we go. Okay, yes. This is one of, funnily enough, it is one of my favorite layouts, but it is a huge headache if you have this kind of problem where there's just so many archers in all kinds of areas, but it is extremely fun to fight in. Once you get inside and hopefully not get shot in the face too much, yes, it is enjoyable. Unfortunately, the archer's AI is very good at getting headshots, as you can see right there. If they would just hit me in the body, it wouldn't be so bad, because they'd only hit me for like 4 damage. But the way it is, they hit me for 30 every single time. And while I do have a significant amount of HP, because you know we do, we have a very large amount of athletic skill, and that really makes a big difference. But generally, yeah, not particularly fun to have those massive damage hits coming your way. There we go. Nice. Oh, this is good. If we can do something here with these guys not defending, or shall we say not blocking, then we might be able to get pretty nice kills. You know what? I'm actually going to get out of here for a second. Just a little bit of time. Just a little bit. Nothing too significant. But we want to make sure that these guys are distracted a little bit. Just a smidgen, just a little bit. And we're just going to murder. Oh yeah, there we go. I think that's the secret, actually. I think that's the secret. Maybe it would be an idea to actually take someone along with us and just literally have him guard us or something like that. I don't know. Generally, that would be a fun idea. But that is indeed a victory for us right there. That is it. Look at that. That is it. I gotta say, I love the garden at the top here. I think this is really, really cool. Yeah. Fantastic. Really, really nice little detail here. Okay, there you go. That's it. We killed every single person here. Well, some of them escaped, of course. And hopefully, oh yes, we'll be able to actually go on to the town and maybe even take that. I'm going to actually have a look and see where Mangoro is first, because he's obviously going to be kind of determining what we decide to do to a degree, because, well, if he is obviously going already over there, then I don't need to. And consequently, if we see him taking a castle or something like that, then I will need to. So yeah, there's a number of different things that we can do dependent on what he's up to. Okay, so what is he doing? He's thinking, all right, well, let's see. What is he going to go for? Because the thing is, the town is pretty far away. Not a terribly big fan. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm the owner. Okay, apparently I'm the owner again. Okay, well, that's wonderful. We are getting a significant amount of influence anyway, even with corruption. Even with the corruption eating away at it. They have 3 castles, actually. That's kind of annoying. Is he actually going over there? Yeah, I think he might be. It makes kind of a lot of sense for him to take the town. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, so the Date clan are absolutely desperate and begging for a peace agreement. Unfortunately for them, I've made my way over to the town and Mangoro has been on a bit of a spree. And as you can see, well, the enemy is also attempting to take things back. Mangoro, oh no, wait a minute. I think he might have actually disbanded his army now. That is a little bit unfortunate because, funnily enough, wait a minute. Did Nobunaga just get taken prisoner by bandits? It looks as though that is indeed the case. He just got... Wow. Okay. Yes, he got taken prisoner by bandits. That's kind of interesting. All right, well, whatever the case, Mangoro was actually on his way to besiege the final fief. Yes, the final fief, apart from this one, obviously, that the Date clan had available to them. Now, here's the thing. This is going to be a little bit difficult because I couldn't find, and this is a bit of a funny little, I don't know, funny little fact, I guess. I'm not sure if it's a fact. I guess it is a fact because it's true, but it's not really I don't know, maybe it's not interesting at all. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, I couldn't find the little anchor for the battering ram, so we're going to be doing this without a battering ram. For some reason, it's hidden within the trees, so it's extremely difficult to find for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it was extremely difficult to see, so we're just going to do this without. And this is probably going to be quite funny because, as you can tell, loads and loads of enemies are at the very front here, which is unheard of. This is not something that you're usually going to see in this siege. Usually they are way, way behind, all the way in the keep and stuff. But no, this time around, they are very much waiting for us. They want to slaughter us very, very quickly, which obviously I don't blame them for. And we're not actually doing too badly here, actually, surprisingly enough. Yeah, let's be a little bit careful though, because there could be some gunners. There is a vassal here, as far as I'm aware. There is a vassal, so he could potentially have gunners in his composition. And if he does, yeah, we have to look out for that. We have to look out for that. That's going to be dangerous. It's going to be very, very dangerous indeed. Now, if we can... yeah, this is going to be... Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of people right there. That is a lot of people. Okay, we're going to have to do something about this. I mean, we've already eliminated... What? We've only lost 2 people. We've only lost 2 people. I had no idea. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine, I guess. That's actually more than fine. And, yeah, I'm not going to do my my unique strategy that I very much like to do, but, yeah, I feel like in these situations, maybe it's a better idea to just play it safe, even though, funnily enough, in that previous town siege that we did, where we actually did employ our strategy, it actually worked extremely well. It went very, very nicely, and indeed my forces were able to take what we gave them and run with it. And they did a great job. So, I don't know. Maybe it is actually good. I guess, as I said in a previous episode, it depends on the layout. It depends on the layout very, very heavily. This layout, I'm not sure if it really works. I guess it depends on how lucky I get in regards to how much damage I take. Because if I get shot by a large number of people along the way, and I take massive damage, and I'm at, 30% HP or something like that, probably not the best idea, right? To go by yourself and try to destroy the gates and stuff like that. That's probably not going to be very conducive to any kind of... Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. That's kind of what I was talking about. That's a gunner. That was a gunner right there that literally hit me for like 130 damage or 200 and whatever damage. I think it was one of these guys up here. Yep, there you go. This guy right here probably killed me. Yeah, that's pretty harsh, isn't it? Well, yeah, we're going to be fine. We're going to be 100% fine because, as you can see, we've already eliminated 125. There's only 400 people here, so should be relatively simple. Alright, there it is. There's the victory for us, and indeed, we are going to, once again, decline claiming it, and we're going to see, oh, wow, okay, wait a minute, they haven't actually, fully, shall we say, what is it now? Industrialized, or, fully completed all the upgrades here, and we're going to just check and see what's going on with the map. Because we want to make sure that we know exactly what's happening with Mangoro here. And... yeah. He was actually on his way to besiege this. But now he is... nowhere to be seen. Where did he go? He seems to have disappeared. And they are indeed now taking another one of the castles. Okay, that is going to be a bit of a problem then, isn't it? There's also a handful of vassals nearby to our current town here. And I'm a little bit worried that they might create an army and try to besiege it if I leave. So I will stick around here for a little bit of time. And we'll see whether Mangoro decides to reconstitute his army and do something about it. We are losing a handful of vassals to some random people running around. A little bit strange. Not a particularly big fan of that. Okay, let's see who the owner is going to be. Apparently me. Apparently I'm going to be the owner. People want me to be the owner, even though I'm going to be gaining significant amounts of corruption from this. But, yeah, I guess... I guess they just want us to have a huge amount of cash, even though I'm running around right now with 16 million. Well, as you can see, Mangoro has now decided to come back and besiege the castle. I am actually really proud of him right now because I did not see him up until I was extremely close to the castle, and then he created his army, and in a flash, he was right next to us, which is pretty crazy. I'm actually going to leave the siege so he can just do this by himself, because I'm going to actually show you how fast the AI can be when it comes to actually taking things. I actually lost kind of a pretty significant amount of people here, so I'm going to actually just convert a couple of prisoners, as you do. There we go. And we're going to see what happens here, because I'm pretty sure he is going to... I mean, actually, you know what? He might have some issues. He might have some issues, because there's over 1,000 people in here, but I am extremely intrigued to see just how good he is at capturing things, because it has been a while since I've actually watched AI take something. I just see the color change on the world map, and that's basically it. That's the intensity at which I've watched them in the past. That much. Anyway, yeah. Oh, look at that. We've got another one of our children leveling up here, or another one of our grandchildren. I'm actually not entirely sure which, because we've got so many now. It's actually quite funny. If I go to my clan screen, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. 12 people. 12 people. Look at this. Look at how many children we have right here. It's insane. And yeah, we got some other people around about here. We got our two sons. They're doing very nicely. And yeah, we're flying. We're flying right now. Now let's see how long it takes him. So it is spring 14 right now. Let's see how long it's going to be. Oh, it looks as though he's actually starving the garrison out. As you can see right there, he's literally starving them out right now. 300 troops have already been starved out. That is so cool that the AI takes advantage of the starvation mechanic. That is really cool, actually. Really nice to see that they do indeed do that. Because I was thinking that they basically just didn't do much at all, really, in regards to the extra mechanics, and they basically just brute forced it most of the time. But yeah, no, he is actually doing that, which is crazy good. Look at this. 423 people have now been starved out, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be heading in. Yeah, look at that. He's heading in straight away. Or is he running out of food himself? No, it doesn't seem like it. All right. And there it is. The Nanbu clan have decided to declare war against us once more. And no! Mangoro is leaving! What is he doing? Wait a minute. It says he's besieging it still. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, I'm just gonna go in here myself then, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what he is deciding to... Is he coming back? You're coming back, you idiot. Ah, what is he doing? What? What is that? What a weird guy. That is so weird. Alright, well, I'm literally just going to auto-resolve then. I am literally just going to auto-resolve against this because he could have done that. He literally could have done that, but he decided not to. He has taken so many things with this current army that he actually has available here, but apparently he's, I don't know, maybe he's a bit shy. Maybe he's a bit shy and he didn't want to do that on screen or whatever. I don't know. That's a bit weird. Oh well, never mind, I guess. I guess an auto-resolve is good enough, isn't it? Yes, I think it's good enough. And indeed, there it is. The Date clan have now been completely and utterly destroyed. And we now only have the Nanbu clan to deal with. And that should be pretty easy, right? Shouldn't that be pretty easy? I think it should be. It very much depends. I mean, they've got a lot of castles, which is going to be the main problem. Yeah, the castle's going to be the main problem, actually. Well, this is a very normal thing to see a horse do, isn't it? Yes. I actually have no idea how I even did this, to be honest. But, well, now you've seen it, and now the world will end. And it looks as though we are now inside the walls and we are going to murder absolutely everything. Yes, hopefully not getting shot in the face in the process. Yes, I am actually doing pretty well in regards to my HP, at least at the moment. And I am going to try the strategy that we all know and love, you know, the one that basically lets us accomplish objectives extremely fast. And if we do see a rather large contingent of enemy units, I will try to thin them out a little bit. You know, that's kind of the point. You know, it's quite fun to do that. And well, to be fair, it is maybe not the most efficient way of spending our time because the enemy is indeed going to be quite difficult to deal with in that situation because they do tend to be much more defensive against a singular opponent. Or they might just ignore me completely, like this. Haha. Yes. Very nice. There we go. Okay, now, let's just be a bit careful here. Don't want to die too much. Don't want to lose too much HP. Thank you very much. Good job, Reginald. Yes, he is doing a fantastic bit of... Wow. You see that damage? You see how much damage I just took there? Just because the AI is so patient. So patient in regards to taking a shot. You know what I mean? It really makes a huge difference. It's so staggeringly, like, obvious that they do that. It's crazy. Wow. They're very good. And a large contingent of enemies are coming out of the main keep. And we will try, if we can, to stay alive long enough to inflict a little bit of extra devastating damage. Obviously, it is going to be a bit more difficult for me to do that, considering I am literally one shot away from death. But I will try, nevertheless. I'm having a bad feeling about this. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Very nice. I am actually going to be pretty pleased to die anytime now. I don't really mind, you know. I feel like we have accomplished a pretty significant amount and contributed to the overall victory of the siege in a significant way, actually. Because that's generally what I try to do. It doesn't matter whether I die or anything like that. I don't really care about that. The only thing that matters is whether our forces are capable of getting the victory in the end. And that's it. That's all that matters. I don't care about personal glory or anything like that, even though that is fun. Don't get me wrong, that is very, very fun. It's just not my main concern. And there it is. Look at that. 445 kills for the Bear-Tooth army. And this is where we currently are. And we are going to murder everything. There it is. Nice and easy. We're done. Oh, now look at what we got going on here. We literally have an army of epic proportions coming to help us out. And what's really funny about this is I was actually waiting for the garrison to get starved out because they had stocks of insane amounts, right? It was absolutely crazy. They had, I don't even know how many now, like 15 days, 16 days worth or something like that. And look at my food. My food is now at 9 days. I only have 9 days worth of food remaining. I can only hope that there is actually a town close by here. Now, Tosa Minato is actually extremely far into the corner of Japan. And I'm not entirely sure if I'm even going to be able to take this. I mean, it does seem very likely that we will be able to, considering we have this wonderful army helping us. Just bear that in mind. However, the problem that we're going to face is not having enough food to go to any other town. That might be the problem after. Yes. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight on in. Technically, I should probably have just auto-resolved here, but considering this is one of the last sieges we're going to be doing, I feel like it's really important that we do these because it is just so much fun. Now, funnily enough, I actually haven't really done much in this siege. My forces are carrying us pretty hard here, and I'm a little bit weirded out by it because usually that's not the case. As you can see, I'm actually being murdered right now. I did get shot by a gun just now, I think. Yeah, I'm hearing gunfire. I'm hearing gunfire. This might be problematic unless I can get in here. Okay, yes, hello guns. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of them. Whoa, that was close. Okay, that guy literally almost shot us in the face. That would have been an instant kill right there. And I'm thinking there's probably another gunner up here too. Yeah. They do have a bunch. Well, this is problematic. Okay, no, it should be fine. No, we're okay now. We're okay. Okay, yeah, so this is absolutely fine. If you stick to the left or right side of these little areas here and you're using the same weapon I am, if you just do the opposite direction / horizontally, you'll be absolutely fine. You can actually hit those guys really, really easily. You don't need a shorter reach weapon or anything like that. Just thought I'd share that little bit of advice because that's something that I've noticed over the course of besieging. You know, it's a lot easier to do it that way. And yeah, otherwise, we should be fine here. Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, as you can see, the enemy just has no forces. They just don't have any people to speak of that can actually do anything against us. And the amount of carnage that is currently going on here. I'm actually still alive, by the way. I am literally just standing in the stairwell here because my forces are absolutely murdering everything. I literally didn't do anything here. My forces did everything, which is really quite surprising. Again, this is not usual. This is not a usual thing for me, but yeah, they apparently really wanted to prove their worth in this situation, because most of the time I'm gonna have to be the one to go in there and actually deal with things personally. But in this case, no. They definitely wanted to show how powerful they are. Anyway, we're gonna have some issues now because I don't have any food. We might be able to get some food from a nearby village. So that's what I'm going to try to do, because otherwise I don't think I'm going to be able to reach any town in time. Fish. There we go. Okay, we'll go over here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it. No, we're still saying no to the Nanbu clan. I'm going to show you very, very soon what the map is looking like, but I'm going to get some food first. Alright, so this is going to be the final siege of the series, and I believe this is actually, I think this is the last town that the Nanbu have, if they haven't captured one of our towns back, because they might have. That is a very real possibility, and I'm a bit worried about that because I am then going to have to go back and deal with that. It is very far away as well, which is it's going to make it even funnier. But let's see what happens here. Hopefully I'm not going to get shot. I don't know if they have any gunners, but I'm pretty sure they do. But let's just try and see if I can avoid taking some damage from the majority of archers. Yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky, especially when they are blocking so heavily here. But no, it's absolutely fine. We are seemingly okay. And we're not going to be taking too much damage, at least for now. There we go. Very nice. Okay, that is it. Look at that. That is a really, really nice invasion of the first section of the keep. This is, of course, very much dependent on a variety of factors, but so nice that we don't really have to deal with that many gunners. The gunners themselves would dramatically decrease our chances. I'm trying to very, very weirdly walk around these guys, because you can see here that every single time we get shot by one of them in the head, we take 30 damage, which is just absolutely awful. It really is. Just absolutely terrible. So we really don't want to do that. Ah, hello. Okay. Oh, this is a very... this is very interesting. I don't think I've ever come around this way before. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I'm not sure how we're going to do with this, but it seems like we do have people coming from the other side too. Oh, that's nice. Wow, this is a very cool layout. I gotta say, it is extremely impressive what the modding team has been able to do. And I am just consistently blown away every single time I go into a siege. And that's probably the reason why I haven't actually gotten bored. I haven't gotten bored with the sieges at all. The sieges have always been extremely, shall we say, gripping. They have been very entertaining, very fun to go into. And yeah, while I might have been a little bit frustrated with the amount of gunners and the amount of times I got shot in the face with, by a gunner, but that's my own fault, That's my own fault. It's not the siege layout's fault, is it? It is very funny though when that happens sometimes as well. Anyway, we are absolutely fine here. You can see that we are now actually causing a significant amount of morale problems for them, and indeed, I will try and eliminate this guy. Hello there. Wow, okay, yeah, we got some actual samurai units here too. I believe there are a handful of vassals in here as well, which is indeed the reason why we are seeing some samurai units. Here we go, nice, nice, nice. And I believe... oh, hello, wait a minute. Oh, we got some reinforcements here. I thought we'd cleared out these guys. Bear in mind that there are 700 people here. Yeah, 700 people, and we've starved out the garrison, of course. And I do have a significant amount of people helping me because one of my AI friends came along and wanted to help us. So I am very appreciative of that. And indeed, let's see if we can get more kills. How many kills do you think we can actually get? Because from my reckoning, I'm thinking right now probably around 250. I don't think we're going to get more than that. It's highly unlikely. Because we're not really in a position to get a significant amount. I mean, look, we're dealing with mostly Yari, and I believe that's... I think that's what they spawn in when they're very close to actually losing. So, could be, it could be okay. I mean, it depends. Obviously, if we get a load of people that are just blocking constantly, that's going to be exceptionally difficult. But let's try it, shall we? Let's see if we can get to 250. And I believe that's it. What do we do? Oh, 350 actually. 350. Wow, okay. Well, that's much better than I thought. Oh, who's this? Hello. Wow, that's a horse archer samurai. Very nice. We got a bunch of those in our army right now. And there you go. We eliminated 800. Yeah, there was actually over 1,000 here. I forgot. Okay, yeah. We eliminated over 800 in total. And again, my party themselves had no one in. Just me. Yeah, just me. Okay, so we can basically just go and auto-resolve the last little section here. We can take every single one of them prisoner. Well, the two vassals that were in here. And then we can capture a couple of extra people here, even though we're probably not going to need them unless the town has been taken. Let's see whether that's the case. I don't know whether it will be. Show mercy, and I'm not going to be claiming it. I did make another vassal as well, by the way, just purely because I feel like it's probably necessary. We probably do need to get a little bit of extra assistance, so I did make 2 extra vassals in this episode. You've already seen one of them be made. And yeah, that is it. These 2 castles, that's it. Oh no, and that one over there. But that's okay, that's actually not too far away, and we'll be able to take those in no time. Well, it looks like our good friend Jinzaburo might actually be coming to help us out here. It does say that he is traveling to Ora Castle, and that is where we are. This is the final fief, by the way, that the Nanbu clan have under their control, unless they've taken something that I'm unaware of, which may very well be the case. They do have an army running around kind of deep-ish in our territory, but I didn't managed to see them anywhere, so it's a bit strange. Anyway, we are here, and I was kind of hoping that Jinzaburo would actually come over and assist us, because basically he has been helping among other people. There was another army. Where's the other one? Oh, okay. Well, one of our new vassals had an army. For some reason, he's no longer running one, but he was running an army, and he was also helping us out, which was very, very nice of him. Now, if Jinzaburo can actually get over here, could he? What is he doing right now? Is he running? There's no way he can be running away from these vassals, right? There's no way. I guess I don't really need to I don't even need to really worry about this. I have basically just been auto-resolving most of the time anyway, so I am actually just going to auto-resolve here, and boom, there's the victory. Instant and total domination of the entire land as we know it. And there are a lot of vassals here. They mostly had 1 person in their armies, which is actually quite funny in itself. And what's really cool is look at how many people I have to convert. I literally have 107. 107 people to convert here. Extremely easy to get your people back, and this is exactly what I've been doing over the last in-game month. I actually don't know, but yeah, this is basically what I've been doing to capture castles and things like that relatively easily. We don't have to really worry super hardcore about having assistance or anything like that. And there you go. The Nanbu have indeed been destroyed. And that is the end. Oh yes, that is the end of the series. And I gotta say, I loved every single second of it, except those 1 or 2 times where I did get shot in the face. That was not that fun, but everything else, absolutely fantastic. Really, really enjoyable. And you can see here, there you go. We've captured every single castle. This is our new vassal's logo right there. And yeah, we are indeed now the sole owner of Japan, with the exception of obviously the Oda clan, who are, bound to us through marriage, as well as the Otomo clan, who have never attacked us. They have never, ever attacked us. So it is, I think it stands to reason that we want to be honorable about it, don't we? We want to be honorable about it. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually show you Bruce. Let me actually see here. Which one is me? There are 3 of me. Ah, I see. It's because it looks at our sons as Bruce as well, which is actually quite funny. But yeah, anyway, there you go. So this is Bruce, as you can see, and he is age 64. So it has taken us 24 years, right? 24 years to be able to capture this. And so with that, that will be the end of the series. I thank you very much for joining me on this journey. If you want to check out any other playlists, then there will be a link in the description to every single one of them that I've ever created in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.